Obrigado por estar assistindo a CRC TV. Hoje nós vamos estar entrevistando um cantor. Is your music considered heavy metal?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Heavy metal.
Heavy
Okay.
metal.
Rob Dukes, ele é um cantor de heavy metal que vai estar se apresentando no Rock in Rio de 2013, fica ligado. E nós vamos estar entrevistando ele hoje sobre a carreira musical dele. E para a semana que vem nós vamos estar entrevistando ele também sobre um hobby que é sobre carros, que ele reforma e corre de carro também. To be with us.
Yeah, thank you.
So I have some questions here. So your band that you play, I mean you sing, is called Exodus, right?
Exodus, yeah.
So when you came to Exodus was already a band, or you came later on?
Yeah, they formed in like 1982 with back in the 80s, and I didn't start singing until 2005. They had run the whole. They had a couple singers. One singer passed away. The other singer had just kind of one day just quit, and then so they were looking for a singer, and I just happened to be. I worked for them. I was a guitar tech at the time, so I just happened to be touring with them and knew them. And when they needed when they said, "Hey, you want to come audition?" I did. I was like, "Okay."
So, you never sang before? It was your.
I'd never really sung before. No, it was just.
Because every guy wants to be a
man, why not?
I mean, you want to be a singer, of course, to impress. But who came up with the name Exodus? Because it's
Tom
a Bible book.
Tom did. They got it from. They got it. They thought it sounded cool. They basically took it from the Bob Marley song.
Oh, okay.
So that's how it started. That's how it started. So it was kind of.
Because names are most of the time music, art. Everybody wants to project a message.
Yeah.
And Exodus means going forth or departure. That's the meaning of the word Exodus. And
they just like the way it sounds.
Just the sound.
Yeah, that was it. It had nothing to do with anything else.
So you're going to you already been in Rio.
I've been to Brazil a bunch of times, actually.
São Paulo.
I've been to São Paulo. I actually spent a week in Paraty.
Okay.
My friend has a hotel there, and we go down every year and hang out. And just I caught a 40-pound stingray by hand off a boat in Paraty. So
it was like shallow enough that you could stay.
Yeah, I think we didn't grab it. It was on a line. Like we caught it. We had a hook, and and we had to reel it in by hand. It wasn't like a fishing pole. You actually had to like take the wire and reel it in by hand. It was pretty insane. So yeah, but it was cool. It was fun.
But
I love it down there.
For Rio. You performed in Rio now, or just São Paulo?
Yeah, I've done Rio, São Paulo, Recife, Curitiba.
Curitiba.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of different cities there.
But Rock in Rio will be the first time.
I have never played Rock in Rio, but we are invited to play this year. So yeah.
That would be great. So let me see. What else? So how many countries have you been performing? Are you keeping track of that?
It's somewhere around 100 and something, like 104.
Oh, wow,
I've been to a lot of countries in the world. I've been to every continent except Africa. We were actually close. We were 40 miles away from Africa, and we didn't make it because we weren't sure that the bus could. They were sure that the boat couldn't get us back in time to make the show. So we just sat on the beach and we could see it, you know. So, but,
You write in most of the songs, or no? Or Exodus has already the song?
Well, Gary writes a lot of the stuff. I write every once in a while. I'll write a couple tunes, me and Lee. But for the most part, Gary writes all the stuff. So.
You I of course because I didn't know anything about your music career.
Yeah.
I checked you out on online, and I saw a couple of interviews, and I heard that you say on the interviews you don't drink, you don't use drugs,
No.
you don't smoke.
Nope.
Which is great, because most of the time when you see bands like this playing, we all assume people are wild and was into drugs, and was a work ethic really great. When you said also you were sick and had a garbage pail throwing it.
Oh,
because you're concerned about your workmates, and everybody has to make their money, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, well, you know, the show must go on. You know, whether you're sick or not. Unfortunately, I've never had to cancel a show. I've played really sick, but I have never had to cancel yet.
I also heard you saying like you would like one point to have some type of a diversify the music, like you would like to have a piano and.
Well, in my other band, I'm in two bands. I'm in another band called
you do?
Yeah, called Generation Kill, and that band is a little more. It's not. It's still heavy metal, but it's just a little more. The range of music is a little more like it's a little more like Faith No More, where we can do a bunch of different styles of music. So Exodus is really just thrash metal, old school, and we'll always do that. And it's really not the place for it to.
That's what you call thrash metal.
Thrash metal, yeah.
That sounds offensive, though. That's what he calls.
They call it thrash metal. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a guy with a sense of humor?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you also one of the interviews. I saw a lot of your interviews because I want to have some material to talk about. But that you say nobody ever comes to your face and said, "I hate you."
No, nobody's ever said that.
But you read online that somebody wrote something about you.
Oh yeah, they write it all the time, and I just my argument is that on the internet, everyone can talk all the shit they want. They can they can be a tough guy all they want with being anonymous on the web. But no one has ever come up to my face and said, "Hey, I don't like you," or the way you sing, or nobody's ever said those things to my face. They always say it anonymously on the web. You know what I mean? So
you wonder why?
I don't really care. Listen, here's how I have to look at it. Right? I have done what I've done, and when I'll put my resume of life up against most of those people anytime. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just. If you're so much better than me, then why aren't you doing this?
That's right. Yeah.
So whatever, man.
But I have
everybody.
to say, like, if I have to say right in your face, "I hate you."
Yeah.
I would have in my mind like.
You might get punched.
No. Then you look tough. You look like.
I'm really not, man. I'm just a regular guy.
No, when we talk to you, it's like that.
Yeah.
But if we don't know you, it would be
Absolutely.
like a mixture of a gladiator with Viking and.
Yeah, well,
so I can't say I hate you right in your face. It would be deadly, right?
Everybody's got their own opinion about everything, so whatever.
What do you think if we mix carnival with your music?
What do you mean, like a carnival?
A rhythm of carnival, and we'd be able to follow it.
You know what? Singing? Sepultura does that. Sepultura from Brazil, and they kind of have somehow managed to use that atmosphere and put it into their music. That's why I think Sepultura is like a really unique band because of that.
Just so kind of like I say, because you're going to Rio is the capital of carnival, right?
Yeah.
You would not incorporate because it has nothing to do with the
Have you heard of Sepultura? You haven't heard of Sepultura?
No.
They're like one of the biggest bands.
Oh, Sepultura, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, because I always
we toured with them, right?
You did?
Yeah, we toured with them, and they have managed to take that carnival sound and kind of incorporate it in their heavy metal, which is really cool, man. Yeah, man, they're
You
great.
want to try it? I can bang some stuff. That would be the most fun part.
Maybe when we come to Rock in Rio, maybe by then.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Obrigado por ter assistido, espero que você tenha gostado. Nós vamos mostrar. E a gente vai gravar hoje também sobre o hobby dele, que é sobre carro. Olha aí.